Namaskar. I am Vishwanath Pandey, your hospitality friend. I represent Total Hospitality International. It's called THI Consultants. Friends, I'm here in front of you, the President of Food Service Consultants Association of India. Today we are going to speak about restaurants. Why 90% of the restaurants close down in the first 6 months? Dosto, this is a very important topic. We really need to understand why 90% of the restaurants, although they've invested so much of amount, close down in the first 6 months. If you are opening a restaurant or you are having a restaurant but not doing great business, or you're doing great business but still think there is a scope, please watch this video till the end. To make it very simple for all of you, what I have done is I have created 7 P's for you to easily understand and keep it in mind so that you know what these P's are and where you need to really work on. Where people go wrong. So it starts with the first P. The first P is planning. So people actually, when you're creating a new restaurant or a new cloud kitchen or any food service outlet, the first P that people fault on is they don't have a proper concept in mind. You need to create a real good concept. You should know where you want to position this concept, where this concept would work. So, a proper planning is required for you to do the first step to understand what you're going to serve, whom you're going to serve, and how is it that you're going to serve. A lot of them do the restaurants, cloud kitchens by themselves. But friends, let me really tell you, if you think you are going to spend a lot of money, it's always good to hire a consultant. A consultant will guide you rightly on what is to be done, how it is to be done, and how it is to be done cost effectively. So the aesthetics of a restaurant is generally the fascia of the restaurant, but the backbone is the food service that you deliver, and that is done by the consultant. So you should always think over it. I'm not trying to oversell something, but I'm trying to tell you, yes, if you're doing a restaurant or if you've failed or you're going to fail, the first reason could be you have not planned the whole food service product properly. Second would be, I have called it paisa, the finances. How is financial planning important? A lot of them, put all their money into a restaurant and they're exhausted by the time they open the restaurant, or they're exhausted a month before the restaurant is opened because they've not planned their financials well. You need to really understand what gets into opening a restaurant, how much it takes to start a restaurant, how much it takes to start a cloud kitchen. And yes, it doesn't end there. After you are ready to start, you will have a lot of capital expense. You will have a lot of expenditure towards allied things, such as you might have to take a staff quarter, you might take a small central kitchen, you might have other expenses towards salary advances, you will have to pay rental for the next 6 months. So you need to have some capital expense also other than your investment cost in mind. So creating that financial planning is very important even before you take the first step. So, first I have called it planning. Second, I have called it paisa. Third important thing after planning and paisa is position. What I mean by position? Position, I mean, is the location. After you have planned, if you have a clear concept of what you want to sell, whom you want to serve this to, is the location of the restaurant or cloud kitchen. Yes, friends, if your location is not right, it makes the whole business fall back. Why I'm saying so? Because location is as important as location. Location helps you attract the right target audience. Location helps you to have a greater visibility in case you're a restaurant. If your location is not right, then you've lost it. If your location is good, but you're not visible, for example, the fascia of the restaurant is not visible onto the road, it is in the back end, still then it doesn't make sense. You will not be able to take the best benefit out of the location. So location not only means the area, the road that you need to be in, but also look at the fascia of your restaurant. which should be visible and should be helping you in promoting your space better. So we started with planning, then paisa, and then position. I call location as position. The fourth important thing is, once you have all these in place, you have planned it well, you have your financials rightly done, you've got the right spot, then comes creating the product. So before you create the product, you need to create a process. So fourth point would be process. What happens in the process? Process happens is when you start taking the place, you create your company, you do your GSTs, you take all the licenses. Friends, I've seen a lot of them open spaces. They have not taken all the licenses. How does it affect? There was one restaurant that we didn't do, but we saw that was there, which didn't take all these licenses. At the end of it, they didn't have permission from the neighbors. They were not able to do a commercial activity there at all. They lost it. They had to close down. So friends, it is important. Please understand, it is very important for us to go through the process. Be sure before we open, so that you're investing, say, lakhs and crores. Please remember that you go through the process. You know, once you get your trade license, you're ready to start operating. The fifth P would be the product that you need to create. Let it be a cloud kitchen, let it be a restaurant, let it be a QSR or a cafe. So the interiors that need to get in, depending on the target audience that you have, your investment should be in sync, because you should always look at an ROI that you can get. So in the product, it is not only about creating a good restaurant, a good space, but also creating your kitchens rightly. It is also about not only creating the kitchens rightly, it is also about creating the menus rightly. It is also about pricing the menu rightly. And when it's a restaurant, you have an array of things. So I will tell you that in the video that we do on how you can create a very good restaurant. But yes, you need to really work down on your product, which in fact takes off every detailing from uniform menu card to your restaurant. That is very important. So let me reiterate what I've told you so that you get to understand. The first thing was planning, second was paisa, third was position, fourth was process, and fifth was product. So now when your product is ready, what you have to do is you have to look at people. The sixth thing will be people. So if you have people superiority, they will sell the right product. They will treat the guest rightly. The experience in a restaurant comes with superior people, better training, skilled labor, right? So that training needs to happen. So sixth very important thing is people, because people will make your restaurant or break your restaurant. And the final thing is promotion. आज तो कोई भी जगह without promotion doesn't work. So promotion is very important. Let me tell you, दोस्तों, without good promotion, you will not be able to reach the right target audience. Why I'm saying so is because you have multiple restaurants. Gone are those days that you had one restaurant and it was the talk of the town and people used to come to you. No. After that, it became a pattern where you have so many restaurants, you're spoiled with choice. But yes, if you promote it well, people get to know your product line well, then they will come to you. So once they have to come to you, that is the reach that you have to get through promotions. To do promotions, you need to be very, very, very systematic. There is a superb video that I'm coming up with on promotions, how you should plan your promotions for a restaurant. Don't miss that. It is coming in the next few days. So now, if you go wrong in any one of these areas, one planning, second paisa, third position, fourth process, fifth product, sixth people, and seventh promotion, you're gone. But if you take care of all these 7 areas, you will reach. Friends, take my word that all the areas that I've spoken for is very important. You cannot rule away any of these areas in case you're looking at a very successful restaurant. Signing off, Vishwanath Pandey. If you think of hospitality, think of Total Hospitality International. make sure you pass this video to somebody who benefits out of it. Thank you.